Welcome to Part 8 of the 2025 CSCS Green Card Mock Test. In this video, we'll go through 25 questions to help you pass the CITB Health, Safety and Environment Test. Let's get started. Question 1. When must protective equipment be worn on a construction site? A. When site conditions are poor. B. Whenever site rules or risk assessments require it. C. Only during high-risk work. D. Only during safety inspections. The correct answer is B. Whenever site rules or risk assessments require it. Question 2. Who is responsible for providing protective equipment at work? A. The employer. B. Each individual worker. C. The site manager. D. The training provider. The correct answer is A. The employer. Question 3. If your safety helmet is dropped from height, what should you do? A. Inspect it for cracks and replace it if damaged. B. Continue using it if it looks fine. C. Ask a colleague for their opinion. D. Use it for light duties only. The correct answer is A. Inspect it for cracks and replace it if damaged. Question 4. Which type of eye protection should be worn when cutting or grinding materials? A. Prescription glasses. B. Impact-rated goggles or face shield. C. Light eye protection. D. Tinted safety glasses. The correct answer is B. Impact-rated goggles or face shield. Question 5. What should you do if your protective equipment becomes damaged? A. Keep using it until the end of your shift. B. Stop work and get it replaced. C. Report it at the end of the week. D. Use a spare piece of equipment instead. The correct answer is B. Stop work and get it replaced. Question 6. When should safety boots be worn on site? A. When lifting heavy materials. B. At all times unless in a designated safe area. C. Only when outdoors. D. When instructed by the supervisor. The correct answer is B. At all times unless in a designated safe area. Question 7. If the protective equipment you're given doesn't fit correctly, what should you do? A. Report it and request a suitable replacement. B. Adjust it yourself and carry on. C. Swap with a co-worker. D. Wear additional clothing underneath. The correct answer is A. Report it and request a suitable replacement. Question 8. What is the main purpose of a safety helmet? A. To comply with site policy. B. To protect against falling or flying objects. C. To make workers easily identifiable. D. To keep your head warm in cold weather. The correct answer is B. To protect against falling or flying objects. Question 9. How should protective equipment be stored when not in use? A. In your vehicle. B. Neatly in a clean, dry area provided by your employer. C. On the floor near your workstation. D. In your locker with all other tools. The correct answer is B. Neatly in a clean, dry area provided by your employer. Question 10. Who must pay for protective equipment required for your job? A. The employer. B. The individual worker. C. It's split between employer and worker. D. The principal contractor. The correct answer is A. The employer. Question 11. When should hearing protection be worn? A. When noise levels may damage your hearing. B. When the supervisor tells you to. C. When working near others using tools. D. When inside confined areas. The correct answer is A. When noise levels may damage your hearing. Question 12. Why is it important to choose the right gloves for each task? A. Light gloves are always better. B. Gloves all offer the same protection. C. Different gloves protect against different hazards. D. The color determines their strength. The correct answer is C. Different gloves protect against different hazards. Question 13. If disposable earplugs keep falling out, what should you do? A. Work without them for comfort. B. Use cotton wool instead. C. Hold them in place while working. D. Ask for better fitting protection and training on how to wear them. The correct answer is D. Ask for better fitting protection and training on how to wear them. Question 14. When should eye protection be worn? A. Whenever there's a risk of dust, debris, or chemical splashes. B. Only when using electrical equipment. C. Only when cutting metal. D. When working in bright sunlight. The correct answer is A. Whenever there's a risk of dust, debris, or chemical splashes. Question 15. What does protective equipment stand for in safety terms? A. Personal protection essentials. B. Professional protection equipment. C. Personal protective equipment. D. Public protective equipment. The correct answer is C. Personal protective equipment. Question 16. You are told to wear a full body harness but have never used one before. What should you do first? A. Wear it loosely until someone corrects you. B. Try to figure it out yourself. C. Ask a co-worker to guess the right fit. D. Ask a trained person for instruction and fitting guidance. The correct answer is D. Ask a trained person for instruction and fitting guidance. Question 17. Why shouldn't you use a cracked or damaged face shield? A. It may not offer full protection if struck. B. It looks unprofessional. C. It can fog up more easily. D. It might be heavier to wear. The correct answer is A. It may not offer full protection if struck. Question 18. Why should protective equipment like gloves and footwear be kept clean and dry? A. It ensures the protective equipment remains effective. B. It prevents it from looking worn. C. It keeps you comfortable. D. It meets company policy. The correct answer is A. It ensures the protective equipment remains effective. Question 19. What should you do if protective equipment provided is not suitable for the job? A. Modify it so it fits the task. B. Report it to your supervisor before continuing. C. Borrow protective equipment from another worker. D. Only wear it when instructed. The correct answer is B. Report it to your supervisor before continuing. Question 20. Why must protective equipment always be used as instructed? A. It ensures legal compliance and proper protection. B. It prevents misunderstandings. C. It keeps insurance valid. D. It improves productivity. The correct answer is A. It ensures legal compliance and proper protection. Question 21. Which part of a safety boot protects your feet from nails or sharp objects on the ground? A. Slip-resistant sole. B. Protective midsole. C. Steel toe cap. D. Outer tread. The correct answer is B. Protective midsole. Question 22. What is the main reason for wearing high visibility clothing on site? A. To make workers visible to moving vehicles and machinery. B. To identify visitors. C. To stay warm in cold conditions. D. To meet company dress code. The correct answer is A. To make workers visible to moving vehicles and machinery. Question 23. Which of the following is not classed as protective equipment? A. Hard hat. B. Ear defenders. C. High-vis vest. D. Seatbelt. The correct answer is D. Seatbelt. Question 24. If a co-worker enters an area requiring protective equipment but isn't wearing it, what should you do? A. Remind them and report it to the supervisor. B. Ignore it. They're responsible for themselves. C. Confront them aggressively. D. Take their protective equipment to prevent misuse. The correct answer is A. remind them and report it to the supervisor. Question 25. When entering a noisy area, what should you do? A. Wear the required hearing protection immediately. B. Wait until the noise becomes uncomfortable. C. Stand near a wall to block sound. D. Avoid wearing any protective equipment until asked. The correct answer is A. Wear the required hearing protection immediately. Module 8 complete. Comment your score below and re-watch any questions you missed. If you're ready to take the next step, visit Ward Training to get your Level 1 Health and Safety qualification, the course you need for your CSCS green card. The link's in the description.